We're looking at homework from section 5.2. This is question number 5. In a recent year, the total scores for a certain standardized test were normally distributed, with a mean of 500 and a standard deviation of 10.6. Answer parts A through D below. We'll start with part A. Find the probability that a randomly selected medical student who took the test had a total score that was less than 487. So, we need to find the z-score for x equals 487. Z equals 487 minus 500 over 10.6, which is given by negative 13 over 10.6. When we divide, that's negative 1.23. Since we have a negative z-score, that means that we're going to need the negative side of the standard normal distribution table. We look up our z equals negative 1.23, and we find the table value of 0.1093. And then because this is less than area, that's area to the left, so the table value is the area, and that means that our probability is 0.1093. Remember that area and probability are equal to each other. So that's your answer for part A. In part B, we need to find the z-score for 498 and for 513. So we always start with the z-score farthest to the right. For 513, we have 513 minus 500 over 10.6, which is 13 over 10.6, which is positive 1.23. With a positive z-score value, we need the positive side of the standard normal distribution table. We look up 1.23, and we get a table value of 0.8907. Then we'll find the z-score for x equals 498. We use the same formula, but it's 498 minus 500 over 10.6, which is negative 2 over 10.6, which is negative 0.19. So that's our z-score. Since that z-score is negative, we need the negative side of the standard normal distribution table. When z is negative 0.19, we find a table value that's equal to 0.4247. So now to compute this area and therefore the probability, we're going to do the right-hand table value minus the left-hand table value, which is 0.8907 minus 0.4247, which ends up being 0.4660. And that's your answer for part B. For part C, we're looking for the probability that the randomly selected medical student who took the test had a total score that was more than 522. So we're going to need the z-score that's associated with an x value of 522. So remember, z equals x minus mu over sigma. That's 522 minus 500 over 10.6, which is 22 over 10.6, which is 2.08. So that's our z-score. Z equals 2.08. That's a positive z-score, so we need the positive side of the standard normal distribution table. We look up our z equals 2.08, and we find a table value of 0.9812. Because this is a greater than probability question, that means we're finding area to the right of this z-score, which is going to be 1 minus the table value, which is 0.0188. That's your answer for part C. For part D, we're being asked if there are any unusual events in this problem, and we want to choose the correct answer. Well, if you look back at the answers from part A through C, the probability in part A was 0.1093, the probability in part B was 0.4660, and the probability in part C was 0.0188. To be an unusual event, the probability has to be less than 0.05, and the only one of these probabilities that fits that bill is the probability from part C. So only the event in part C is unusual, which is choice A, and that's your answer.